Loki. It is Ronan the Traveler. Man, thank you guys for tuning in. Man, I really appreciate you guys. Haven't made a video in a couple of days. Everybody's emailing me. Man, I've been traveling. So let's get to this video. The brother Javen says, Ronan, man, been watching your channel, man. I really appreciate your content. He said, man, I've been in a long relationship for a while, but I'm young. He said, and she ended it. Now I'm about to travel abroad. What are the benefits of dating multiple women? Look, man, remember, everything I tell you is coming from my own perspective. This has been my life, how I live. We all are different. We all travel for different reasons. You know, you got the brother who travel for the women. You got the brother who travel for adventure. You got the brothers who travel for business. I kind of encompass all three of those guys. I'm being honest with myself. And that's the key thing, being honest with yourself, man. So there's some pros and cons. This video gonna be about the pros, man, because I know you're sitting at the house lonely. Brother probably sitting at the house right now by himself, man, singing Michael Jackson. Do you remember how we fell in love? Man, I understand, man. I have been there, man. I know the heartbreak, man. I remember sitting there listening to Coach Corey, but here's how heartbreaking things, man, ties into the benefits of dating more than one woman, man. I mean, because when I found in my life, man, it's your uncle talking right here, brother. Look, listen to me. It's only been 2 times that I've only dated one person. The first time I got married to the woman, and I stayed really good. I didn't mess around with women and everything. Bad things happen. And the second time, I fell in love with a woman, man, like Babyface. We fell in love. Who can blame us? Look, and I'm feeling, man, I was feeling this woman, man. I didn't step out on her. And you know what? Bad things happen. Now, this is my life. Every time I put my all into a relationship with one woman, bad things have happened to me. It's good to have different avenues. Like I told you, my grandfather said a rat with one hole to run into is a poor rat. So I'm going to give you 7 benefits of dating multiple women. And it's applicable to the Dominican Republic, United States. I've tried these things everywhere. But for a young brother, I don't advise you to run and jump right back into a relationship, man. I've done these things, man. I know when you're heartbroken, you just want to ease that pain, man. Like, you want her back. You just want to go back to the way things were. I've been there, man. It's a bad feeling. But I'm going to tell you, man, put a Band-Aid off. Understand somebody else is giving her the mushroom tip. And when you accept that, you can move on. Because when women leave you, they usually go to what they think are greener pastures. And when they find out, they try to come back. And I know you're dating. I know you're looking at these dating videos. How to get her back, man. Don't worry about that. Get your passport, go on. Or if you can't get a passport, you can do the same thing in the United States. So this is number 1. This is your number 1 benefit, empowerment. And that's what we're talking about, man. Look, keeping your dating options open can make you feel less helpless, man. When you got a lot of women, man, you don't fear rejection. You're in control of your love life, man. And you're less likely to be heartbroken ever because you have multiple women. You have plenty of them. You're not worrying about no one chick, man. That abundance mindset is running rampant. Number 2, it helps with comparison, man. Dating multiple women allows you to compare their qualities, man. You can see who has this right, who has that right. I mean, it helps you so much, man, when you got a lot of them, man. And look, let me tell you something. It will make you feel so good when you have multiple women. And you know what? The women will be more attracted to you. I saw this as a kid, man. I know y'all hear me talk about my stepdad, Bruce, a lot. Bruce was OG. And look, even though he messed around on my mom loved him. And look, she loved him to death. It wasn't how he looked, it was how he acted. He had this he was like a ghetto ass James Bond. Like, he was a blue collar dude, and every woman in our neighborhood, New Orleans, wanted him because he went to work, but he just handled himself like a man. He wasn't no bum type dude or nothing, but he didn't really take nothing off a woman either. He just was a real cat. And because he had that abundance mindset, women don't want a man that other women don't want. And this is just my life, what I have seen. And here's why sometimes you be in these long relationships with these women, they lose interest in you because you're putting your all into her. You become boring. You're coming home at the same time. She's like, oh man, this ninja don't have no life. I'm his whole life. I remember hearing a woman say this about me one time. She was talking to her friend, and me and her was living together. And she's like, oh, there you go. And like when she said that, oh, he's always here. And I'm thinking I'm being sweet to her. I come in there and give her a hug, and she's like, oh, Lord. And that showed me a lot. I'm like, man, I'm not acting like Bruce, man. So, man, build yourself. Be selfish, man. You know, all that Chad and Tyrone talk. Chad and Tyrone are selfish. They worry about themselves, man. Worry about yourself, and women will run after you, man. And dating multiple women gives you that, man. So listen, and this ties into this number 3. Having a plan B, C, and D. When things go south with someone you've been dating, having other options can make it less daunting to re-enter the dating scene after a breakup. You ain't even worry about that stuff, man. You get out of that relationship without a scratch. You're not even worrying about it, man. This stuff doesn't matter. Look, let me tell you. I remember after my relationship had ended, I went back into the dating scene, man. I got on Match.com, and let me tell you, man, Dominican Republic is wonderful. Mexico, I've dated Dominicans, Venezuelans, Colombians, and man, so many different chicks in between, man. But listen, I was doing this in the United States, man. Look, if you get on Match.com, and this is, I'm gonna put this to the older guys, maybe the 38 on up, man. If you get on there, dude, and you want to try this out, there's thousands of women, 35 plus, on there who ain't getting no act right. And these women will flock to you. I had piles of it. And I'm not dissing the women, but I'm just telling you how it is. I met lawyers on there, doctors, teachers, and principals. You get on there, you won't have any problems. I'm even thinking about even helping men with certain things like this, man. I'm getting on my Patreon stuff. I will write you a dating profile that will help you, man. So that's just one thing. Look, another thing, number 4, you will be emotionally independent. Maintaining your own independence and not being emotionally attached to anyone is easy when you got a lot of other people, man. And it's gonna help you, man. I'm telling you, it's gonna help you with boredom and loneliness, man. Like, when you have a lot of people, you're never bored, man. You're never lonely. You just have so many women in your orbit. And I don't care where you at, man. Like, let me tell you, when I first came to the Dominican Republic, I had that same attitude. I wasn't even worrying about women like that, man. I had some women lined up, and you know, you guys have heard me tell this story, man. I was talking to a woman named Nicole before I came. She was the leader of the pack. In my mind, I lined up like 20 other women, but man, Nicole was the one I talked to every day. In my head, before I arrived in Dominican Republic, she was the one. I'm like, you know what? This woman's beautiful. She's good. When I got there, man, she brought me all around Santo Domingo. She was great. And I'm going to tell you something. When I got back to the room, we were supposed to go back out that night. She had brought me around all day. And Dirty Diana, I know you brothers have heard me talk about that. Dirty Diana. Oh, I'm telling you, man. Dirty Diana had called me, man, and I'm sitting in the room, just taking a shower. I'm about to go back out with Nicole, and she's like, I want to see you. And you know what? I went with Dirty Diana and altered everything, but I'm glad I did. And I never even really hung back out with Nicole again. Dirty Diana came in there and just changed everything, man. And this is part of that broadening your horizons, man. This is that number 5, man. You're dating multiple people, man. It introduces you to different types and into different individuals, broadening your horizons. Because Dirty Diana was a completely different person than Nicole. Even though Dirty Diana was a working woman, man, she showed me the other side. I got to learn about that part of the culture, because that's part of the culture. You know, that, and then this ties into number 6, man. It curved the boredom. I was never bored. You know, it can be helpful to have several people to hang out with, man, especially if you crave social interaction. And I know everybody's different. Me, myself, I'm a social person, man. I love to talk, laugh, sing, have a good time, man. I don't like to be bored. And that's why women like me. They say, man, this big dude, how you get? Man, I've been pulling women all my life, man, because I'm fun to them. They see me, they don't realize I'm a big black werewolf, man. They don't, I tell the girls, especially in them Latin ones, I say, hey, you know, I'm a Lobo. They laugh and they giggle and they find out what I really am. And they run behind it. They love it. I mean, the women love me. I don't need to go deal with mangoes. And sometimes I do, but I don't have to, man. And this is the number 7. When you do this, man, you have more women to get the pudding from. The pudding, pop in the pudding. Let me tell you, man, you have so many different options of women to be in that kind of manner. I'm trying to keep it clean because, look, on the Patreon, I'm going to make the other versions of all these videos because I'm trying to keep them monetized. But let me tell you, man, you get more pudding, man. You get to clap more cheeks. Everything goes better when you have more people. So, brother, listen to this. I'm going to give you the cons, too, because, listen, part of my life in the DR, I have learned many pros and many cons about this thing. I have a good woman now, but she knows I'm a wolf, and she treats me right, but she knows that I can go deal with other women at any moment, and she respects that, and it keeps our relationship good because this is the ultimate confidence boost, man. And not only does it help you, it inspires other people, other men, man. So that's all I wanted to talk about, man. Having that abundance mindset, brother. I hope I answered your question. If you have any questions, man, send them to ronanthewanderintraveler@gmail.com. I will get to it when I got a time. But if you want to reach me faster, man, join our Facebook group. The Blue Book Passport Cartel, man, is growing, and I appreciate them guys, man. This stuff can save your life, man. Brothers is dropping the game. So I appreciate all you dudes, and I'm out.